ago. When people say, I don't care, something that's going to be very difficult to decipher, especially if you do actually care. And there are times when people use I don't care and they actually really mean it. And it's really hard to decipher the two a lot of times, because when you say I don't care, it can mean that you may not care about who picks up the trash or takes out the trash, or the fact that you can be to the point where you pick out dinner together at a restaurant. So right now we can't. But there are moments when we have to be very clear about our intentions when we say, I don't care. Let me stop before I go back on my walk. Because so many people say things like a lot of kids, like teenagers, this is a tough one. People say, they may say this to their parents, I don't care, when they actually do care. They may be doing it just to shut the parents up. I've done that with my parents, and it does happen. I'm an adult, I still do that sometimes with my parents. I think when we do say I don't care, we end up, this is just from my perspective here, it's just knowing the fact is when we say I don't care, we just want to just move on to the next thing too. So when I was going through this and understanding nature, when I say I don't care, there are moments when you say I don't care, you actually really mean it, but the other person may interpret that as if you do care, and then they want to please what you want, because the fact that you say you don't care, but you actually really mean it, and the other person may interpret in their own brain, that's not how I see it, you may actually do care. So it varies in the perspective a lot of times. And then we have to put that into the situation, what the situation is like, what the circumstances are. And so when we understand the nature of when we say I don't care, we have to be, do I really care about this? Or am I just saying I don't care just to shut the other person up? Or is it because I just want to move on with the situation and not have to discuss about this anymore? And that's the same thing. It's just really trying to understand the nature of the words, the sentence, I don't care. So this is just from my own experience when I keep hearing this, or when I say it myself. A lot of times I say it just to move on from the next thing, because I really don't want to deal with it sometimes. And that's not always helpful when you want to have a healthy relationship with the other person. This is why communication is always a key. And this is something I'm working through each and every day. It's not easy for me to communicate openly without having someone becoming defensive. And it's just knowing that I'm a very straightforward, blunt person, that it can really turn other people off. And this is what I have to work on, not to be so damn, harsh when it comes to communication. Is this an easy thing for me? No, but it's just a work in progress thing. So we all have to work through these. We have to be very honest about it. And when we say I don't care, a lot of times, for me particularly, I just do it because I just want to move on. So what is it that when you say I don't care, what does that mean to you? When you say I don't care, do you actually care about the situation and you just want to just do what the other person wants just to make them happy? Or you say I don't care because I actually really mean it? So really think about these, because I've seen videos about this and people say I don't care. A lot of times people actually do care when they say I don't care, especially girls. But it's just really trying to interpret that. It's almost like you have to really see, because sometimes I really don't care what other people think of me. I really don't care what people think, and that's freedom. When you don't really actually care what other people think, that's true freedom. It's like I'm doing this video out in the open. Well, no one's really here, but I do these videos because I love doing them. And I don't really care if people see me or think I'm crazy. I do this in the car, people think I'm crazy. I'm like, all right, whatever, I'm talking to a camera. And so we have to be very clear and intentional when we say certain words, because words have power. And when we know that words have power, we have to be very clear and intentional when we say them. So this is just my interpretation. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment below. I'm gonna go finish my walk and then go back home. And this nice, gorgeous 67 degrees Fahrenheit weather, which is basically maybe 10 degrees Celsius, I think. I'm really bad at the metrics. I do imperial. So, I don't know. Anyways, talk to you guys real soon.